What's up, everyone, and welcome back to PokéGuys Pulling on a Budget.
Welcome back!
So today we're going to go over my top 6 favorite arts on a budget. This is my personal top 6. I like the way these cards look. While we're doing that, we're going to open up the second half of that Costco bundle. So all 6 packs out of this Surging Sparks booster bundle. But before we get into any of that, what I need you to do is drop what you're doing. Like this video down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you're commenting what your favorite PokéBall is, because we're still trying to give away that Houndstone EX box. If we do it before September ends, wake me up when September ends, then you can take advantage of getting that mystery slab as well. There's only a few days left. I think by the time this video comes out, the 1st of October is going to be the following Wednesday. So few days left for us to get to 250, so that way the winner can get that mystery slab as well. We're going to get the budget up on the screen and then take off the other 30 bucks. If you look at the last video, we spent 60 bucks on the Costco bundle total. So we took off 30 for the ETB. Now we're taking off 30 for the booster bundle. And then we are going to open up a pack as we talk about the favorite cards that I have that I've listed out according to TCG players, where we're going to talk about all the prices. Let's get into it. All right, so as we crack open this booster bundle, I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to do it from number 6 to number 1. These are my personal favorite artworks that I've seen throughout some of the TCG so far. And then we're going to open up these 6 packs and see if we can get anything good. Obviously, the chase hits, as you know from watching my previous Surging Sparks videos, the chase hits are the Pikachu, the Latias. Really, there's a lot of good cards in Surging Sparks that I want to get, but some cards that I've seen come across that I think are great. Number 6 on the list is going to be the least expensive one. It's going to be this Lechonk that's going to end up where my finger is. Lechonk from Obsidian Flames. It is about $5 card, so it doesn't cost you a lot to get this card in your collection. Number 209 from Obsidian Flames. The reason I like this art is just because the plants all around, Lechonk's kind of sitting in that sunroom, laying in that sunroom. Looks like it just ate a bowl of food that it's vegetables and stuff. So Lechonk's just kind of in a food coma, which a lot of us can relate to sometimes when we get that full. I really like how playful this card is, and really kind of brings some realism to the Pokemon when they get full like that. But do you need clean energy that actually works? Enter Dubby. Dubby is my go-to powdered energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics, including their patented Neurofactor, which is proven to boost brain performance. Obviously, I need some right now. 1 scoop with cold water gives you about 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is the equivalent of 2 cups of coffee. Without the jitters or crash, it is sugar-free, 0 calorie, no fillers, and no artificial flavor. Whether you're opening packs, grinding on games, or just powering through your day, Dubby keeps you focused and energized as you go throughout your day. With exciting flavors like s'mores, tiger's blood, and Dragonade, you can't go wrong, and there's plenty to choose from. Make sure you go to dubby.gg and enter code PokéGuys. That's PokéGuys, code's on the screen, for a discount to help us keep funding pack openings on a budget. Let's get into this first pack. Unlike some of the previous videos, this one does not have a Lechonk on the cover art. But it does have Alolan Executor, which I think is another chase card in this set. So we'll see what we can get. Lightning Energy, Scatterbug, Bofalant, Phoebus, Procolor, Gravity Mountain, Alolan Dugtrio, want Quick Wit. We saw a little A-Spec there. Energy Search Pro, I'm pretty sure I pulled that out of the ETB last week. Vulpix. And Arabska.
It's Kaka.
So Energy Search Pro is going to be the hit of pack 1. That's okay. It's not the best, but it is something. Something's better than nothing. As Optimus Prime just told you. All right. Number 2 on the list. This one surprised me when it came out not too long ago. It is Zamazenta from Destined Rivals. I think this card should be worth way more than the about $6 that it goes for. Zamazenta's on top of, let's call that Pride Rock, if you're a Lion King fan.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Zamazenta's up on top of Pride Rock, and he is, howling at the sky, and I like the detail they put into this artwork as far as the mountain is concerned. Zamazenta is concerned. That Zamazenta is very detailed in this card. The most detailed card art, whatever you want to call it, from the games or anything like that I've ever seen as Zamazenta. And it's only $6. Destined Rivals number 201. Like I said, relatively new from the Destined Rivals set. Obviously, Black and White have come out since then. And then on the day that you're watching this, Mega Evolution drops, but not a old set. It's a recent set, so you would think that this card would be worth more, but for some reason the market didn't love it as much as I do, and that's okay. So let's get into this next pack, and we'll see what we can get. Yeet. Darkness Energy, Darulodon, Sizzlipede, Yamask, Eevee, Paldean Tauros, Countergain, Braviary, Latios, Altaria, and a Palkia. So nothing out of that pack.
I think something stinks in here!
All right, moving on. Number 4 on the list. Because Zamazenta was number 5. I'm pretty sure I said number 2. Number 4 on the list is going to be Obsidian Flames number 204. It is an illustration rare, and it is Houndour. From Obsidian Flames, like I said, this has multiple Houndours in it. I like the concept of this card. It shows Houndour kind of out in what looks like maybe a backyard if you count the fence. Maybe it's an alleyway. The backyard's on the other side of the fence, and it's just a bunch of Houndours living their life. One of them sleeping up there under the umbrella. That would be me. You got a couple that are down there eating some tomatoes, and then the 2 that are front and center look like they're about to face off. So maybe this is a litter of Houndours, which I think is great. I really love the way they take these illustration rares, special illustration rares, and create a story out of them. This story tells me that it's a litter of Houndours, and they're all siblings. One of them sleeping, 2 of them are eating, 2 of them are fighting. If you have any siblings like me, or you have kids, multiple kids like me, you know that this is a perfect depiction of what siblings and kids are going to do if you have a bunch.
Oh, it's just a little sibling rivalry.
So maybe that's why it speaks to me, but like I said, I just like it a lot. I like the way these artists are showing a story with their illustration rares and special illustration rares. But let's get into this Latios pack and see what we can pull. Psychic Energy, Tandemus, oop, skipped one, Spewpaw, Donphan, Ukoko, Paldean Tauros, Deduction Kit, regular Altaria, Blitzel, Phampi, and Skelderidge.
Disappointing.
Nothing out of that pack either. All right. Let's move on to some of the double-digit cards that made my list. I will let you know that all of these cards are under 20 bucks because obviously doing this on a budget, we want to make sure that you guys are seeing some cards that are absolutely affordable, but still beautiful in the meantime. This one comes from Scarlet and Violet Base. It is number 213. It is also an illustration rare, and it is Fido. So I love this card for a couple of different reasons. So the first reason is Fido is outside of a pastry shop, which is funny because Fido is a pastry dog, looking at some pies and wanting to get inside to obviously roll around in those pies and eat them all up. Again, the way that illustrators share a story with this is twofold with this card, because I think one of the main reasons I like it is because later on, way later after Scarlet and Violet Base, in Stellar Crown, they came out with, which this isn't on the top 6 list, but I'm going to show it anyway. They came out with this Darkspawn card. So Darkspawn's laying in the pies, obviously has just eaten some, and I think is the evolution of this Fido that we see in Scarlet and Violet Base, because Fido got inside, got a hold of those pies, was so happy and so full that it evolved into Darkspawn in the bakery. And it just, again, tells a story. It's a beautiful card. Fido's just longing for those pies and then eventually gets them later on, way later in Scarlet and Violet, or Stellar Crown, sorry. Way later in Stellar Crown. And it makes it all come together. So that's the reason why Fido made my top 6 list. And for 10 bucks, you can't go wrong. But let's open up this Archulodon pack. And let's get a hit this time. Water Energy. Execute. Cast Form, Sunny Form. Mesprit. Another Scatterbug. Espartha. Another Clement's Quick Wit. Kilowatt Troll. Heliolisk. Jasmine's Gaze. And a Terapagos regular holo. This booster bundle hates me, just like the ETB did last week.
This doesn't look good.
But that's okay, because we're going to move on to another card that is on the more recent side of stuff that came out. This one is going to be number 162. It is another illustration rare from Journey Together, none other than the behemoth of a Pokemon itself, Wailord. So this Wailord art is amazing. When it first came out, it was highly sought after. It's 20 bucks, right under 20 bucks. I think it's going for 17 last time I saw it. Wailord's kind of in the middle of the ocean there. What sticks out to me is that at first glimpse, when you look at this card, Wailord's kind of just there, right? In the middle of an ocean, you see all the ocean stuff in the background, and you're like, okay, it's Wailord. But what really sticks out to me is the boat up in the corner. So not a small boat, not a big boat, right? Say it's a medium-sized boat, has a sail. But if you compare that boat to Wailord, Wailord is massive. I mean, obviously, if you've been following Pokemon long enough, you'll know that Wailord is a massive Pokemon. But I think this card subtly tells us that Wailord is a massive Pokemon, because not a lot of people even notice the boat, because Wailord's front and center. Obviously, the topic of the card, it's just amazing how the artist was able to subtly remind us how just massive Wailord is. So, great card. Also a newer card. 17 bucks. You can't go wrong. All right. Let's get into this second to the last pack, and hopefully we get some magic going on. Grass Energy. I don't think we've gotten a single duplicate energy in any of these packs. Mantine. Bronzong. Sandygast, Drillbur, Braviary. Definitely gotten some duplicate Pokemon. Berry, Executor, Spartha Reverse Hollow, Castform Reverse Hollow, and a double rare Scovillian EX. So, still a hit.
Not bad, not bad.
Not a great one. I would still say this booster bundle hates me, but 2 so far. Let's get into the number 1 card on my list that I think is the best card on a budget, artwork wise, storytelling, price, all the stuff, right? So number 199 of 197 from Obsidian Flames, number 1 on my list, comes in at exactly 20 bucks the last time I saw it. Ninetales. So this Ninetales card is absolutely gorgeous. Ninetales right there front and center in the middle of what looks to be like a forest landscape or something like that. Again, the artwork, gorgeous. I think they nailed it with this one. Ninetales is looking very majestic and all that good stuff. Yeah, so number 1, I mean, 20 bucks, you can't go wrong putting this in your collection from Obsidian Flames. And that about rounds out our list. So let's get into this last pack, and then we will kind of talk about some exciting things that are coming up. Our first duplicate energy. Bofalant, Phoebus, Crocolore, Spupa, Chill Teaser Toy, Paldean Tauros, Latios Regular, Execute Reverse Hollow, Babapus Reverse Hollow, and Landorus. All right, so a quick recap of my top 6 favorite arts: Lechonk, Zamazenta, Houndour, Fido, Whale Lord, and Ninetales. So go back through this video if you don't remember where those are from, and you can see what I'm talking about. Look them up, pull them from your packs, go find them at a card shop for a decent price. Either way, these are my top 6 favorite arts that you should have in your collection because they are worth it. Other than that, we pulled 2 kind of hits from the Surging Sparks booster bundle. This Costco bundle did not like me. Go back and watch this. It's going to be on this side. Go back and watch this video from last week where I pulled from the ETB side of this Costco bundle, and you can see what I'm talking about if you compare it to today's pulls as well. Other than that, make sure you are liking these videos down below. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and make sure you're commenting on them what your favorite PokéBall is, because we're still trying to give away that Houndstone EX box at 250 subs. If we do it in the next few days before the end of September, I will throw in that mystery slab. If not, that mystery slab goes away. So time is of the essence if you want to get that mystery slab in your collection, or if you just want it. Make sure you're telling your mom, your brother's pizza boy, your brother's pizza boy's dog. Subscribe to the channel, tag a friend.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
Do whatever it takes to make sure we get to 250 so that way I can give away that stuff. Other than that, pretty exciting stuff that's coming up is going to be this folder. If you're familiar with this folder, you'll know that this is my Generational Challenge folder. Next week, we are debuting the Gen 2 Challenge, so make sure you are staying tuned for that. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching PokéGuys Pulling on a Budget. I definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.